What's going on, you guys? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 15. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What is going on? Okay, now y'all claim y'all wanted this to be a live, and I did not want to do no live. I did not want to do no live. I did not on this show. And if you can see, you see who else on this? You see who else live? Bundy live, Dr. Heavenly live. Ain't nobody gonna be paying attention to me and my damn live, both of them being live at the same time. I don't like going live against my contemporaries. I just don't like to. I don't like to be lost in the shuffle. I need all my people to be up in here. But however, I see Scotty is not trembling, trending on Twitter, but it's like I know they're not. I know that's not me that's trending. That's that girl from Baddies that's trending right now. You know what I mean? Like that's who's trending. But yeah. Y'all know sometimes I do a live, and when I don't like what's going on, I, you know what, y'all? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. I'm finna get the fuck up off of here because it's really like this ain't giving live to me because this episode really went all that. So I'm finna get the fuck off of here and I'm just gonna go and do a pre-record and get it over with because I'm not feeling doing no live on this. I'm not. I'm just not. Let me see. Scotty, did you get my DM? Yeah, I did get it. I got it and I seen it. I got it and I seen it. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. But then again, I just stick on here. I just stay. I'm already here now, so I stay. But it ain't number 20 of y'all in here, so whatever. I stay. Um, Let me see where my notes at. Hold on, y'all. Oh, feisty girl. Hold on, let's see. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and go to this Instagram that I got. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. If my ass didn't get up here and talk about that dumbass Wanda stuff, I would have been able to do it earlier. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There it is right here. Let me see if I can open this up in another tab. Absolutely. There we go. Now, before we get into the review itself, let me show you guys something that I was sent, and we'll talk about that real quick. Now, here's the thing. Y'all probably can't see it that well, but this is what was sent to me. Now, they were talking about Mimi, and someone was like, and another thing, Mimi nor her long chin husband are your friends. So Sweet Tea says, we were never real friends. They were casted. We were asked to invite them onto the show. There were even plans for me to film in her office, which I refused. I heard it through the grapevine that they wanted to have a storyline with me seeing Mimi and painting me to be crazy. Funny how some call themselves real friends, yet plan an entire season without even consulting you of what the plans are. I chose to go my own route and film what was authentic to me and not anyone else's storyline. I think when I took a different approach, people didn't know how to handle it, so they grasped at anything to create a false narrative against me. So, for people that's wondering about Mimi and wondering why she's sitting up here, talking trash and stuff or saying certain things about Sweet Tea, something that's probably, pretty much suspect for someone that's supposed to be her friend. They're wondering, okay, why? But then in this particular post, Sweet Tea is letting us know that girl, she was never my friend to begin with. We were just asked to bring her on the show. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we were asked to do. So, that's the tea. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into my notes. Cause since y'all making me stay up here, I'm gonna go in and get my notes and get into the show. Okay? These hoes texting my phone. But anyway, let's get into it. So we get into Toya. She's planning her Bridgerton party. She's sitting there with all of her people, and she's basically saying how she wants everybody to attend the party, but she's really not that certain about everybody attending the party because of all the drama, all the beef, everything that's been going on with that. And so I feel like at this point in time, I would not be sitting up here worried about who's gonna come to my party and who's not. I get that this is a show. Excuse me. I get that this is a show, and I feel like, the more people, the merrier, and the more people that they have, it'll be more people, more opportunities to keep the scene. You feel what I'm saying? So that's probably why they're worried about it. But I just feel like this: if a bitch don't want to come to my motherfucking party, then they ain't gotta come. If they can't get over whatever the hell they got going on with somebody else, then that's on them. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about the situation. I wouldn't even be worried about it. But Toya wants everybody to come. She feels like this is a party of love. So why not try to show love for everybody? But then she had this whole thing of she wants to put everybody in the same, not really put everybody in the same room, but pretty much give them a specific time of the party to show up and then leave when it's time, when it's time for them to leave or whatever. And I think that's a bit much, but whatever. Shout out to Andrea for gifting 5 memberships for 5 of my memberships. Thank you so much for that. Shout out to Von Zell. Hey, is it Von Zell or Von Zell? Von Zell. Probably saying your name wrong, but thank you for watching today. Sweet Tea and Dr. G. Now, Dr. G says that he's hurt by the group. He feels like all the men are on his ass about filing these charges and trying to send King to jail and stuff like that. Like, he feels like he really ain't got nobody in his circle right now. And here's my thing about it. I don't really think that it's more so people ain't in your circle. They just don't agree with you pressing charges against King. I think that's just what it is. I think that's what they I think that they are not a they're against the whole process of pressing the charges against King. And I'm the type of person where I don't really like for people to press charges when it's a fight or something like that. Like, I'm not really up for that either, but I can't tell nobody else how they do the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell nobody how they supposed to feel. Like, if they feel like they need to press charges against a motherfucker, then that's on them. I know now at the age of 36, if you put your hands on me, if you put your paws on me, then I'm pressing charges on you. I'm not fighting nobody at my big age of 36 years old, at my big age of doing certain shit. So you think that I'm gonna sit up here and fight with you? Baby, no. Okay, so yeah, charges gonna get pressed, honey. Okay, just know that. But however, that's why he feels hurt by the men in the group. So I'm like, okay. So then Sweet Tea brings up Toya's party and to how she really wants to be there, but she says that Toya feels like she has to choose and she feels iced out due to her husband. And I do think that Sweet Tea is being iced out of this situation because of what Dr. G is doing. And it's not fair that she has to pay the price for what her husband is doing. I don't think that she should pay the price for that, in my opinion. I mean, that's his situation with King, but at the end of the day, the only reason why she's paying the price is because at the end of the day, she's gonna stick by her husband. And there ain't no wrong with sticking by your husband, but that is the reason why they icing you out. But I don't really feel as though I don't really think that at the end of the day, you I don't think that Sweet Tea has done anything worse than anybody else on this cast. And I know that a lot of folks in my comment section don't fuck with Sweet Tea or whatever. I like Sweet Tea. I got a special place in my heart for Sweet Tea. I feel like they're icing her out. And I feel like they think that she ain't shit. And I feel like they think that she's really beneath them, in my opinion. That's just what I think about it. But to be honest, I just feel like, what is she doing that is so bad or so worse than anybody else that don't nobody want her around or don't nobody want to film with her? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what's the big deal, in my opinion. I don't know. But a part of it has a lot to do with Gregory and his foolishness, to be honest. Dr. G says that the guys want him to drop the charges. And, I'm pretty sure that they do want him to drop the charges. It's probably a lot to do with him, with this man to man shit and all of them being on the show together. I do feel like that's fucked up. But we can't tell nobody what to do. Like, if he feels threatened by the motherfucker, then let the charges stay up. I don't know. Sweet Tea says that she feels like at this point it might be the best time for them to just be together and do their own thing. And to be honest, it just might be that time. Who wants to be in a group full of motherfuckers that don't like them? Who? Because I promise you, I wouldn't want to be in no group. I promise you, I would not want to be in no group with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't fuck with me. Like, ain't no way in hell I would want to do that. That has to be the most that has to be some of the most craziest shit in the world, to just want to be in a group just to say you in one and these folks don't like you. So it's either gonna be A. But what's really funny is that Quad and Sweet Tea are both in the same boat, if you ask me. And what I mean by they're both in the same boat is that they're both expendable to them. They're expendable. Y'all might not believe me when I say that, but they are both expendable to this damn group. This group could care less about Quad or Sweet Tea. Like, if they really had it their way, they'll get rid of both of them. They already tried to get rid of Quad last season. So to me, it's like, what the fuck? They don't care about Quad or Sweet Tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck about damn one of them. So to me, it's like, what we doing and what we talking about here? Because it don't make sense and it don't really mean shit. They don't care. They don't like none of y'all. They don't like neither one of y'all. Like last season, like they go with where the wind blows. Like last season, they was ready to choose what's her name? Sweet Tea over, Quad. They was ready to put Quad right in that field where it's like, well, I don't give a fuck about you, girl. You can leave. You can do this. You can do that. You know what I mean? Like, you can do all of this. But at the same time, it's like, when it comes down to Sweet Tea, they're really doing the same thing. They're trying to push Sweet Tea out the group. But I promise you, if Sweet Tea wasn't here, Quad would be the one they push out the group. That's what they do. And that's what this group does, is push people out the damn group. That's what they do. And I don't understand that. So then Toya and Eugene says that he hates that Sweet Tea and G are not coming. Toya says that Sweet Tea is welcome, but she now has specific times for the Lunsfords and for the Kings, okay? She says that for this particular time of the party, the Lunsfords can come. And then when the time is up, they turn into pumpkins, and then Quad and King show up. That's too much. That's too damn much for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't doing all that. Who would? I'm not gonna be doing all that. To appease you motherfuckers? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna be doing all this shit. Setting up times for y'all to be there, and then when this person come, I'm finna put you out. Like, that's too much, and it's just annoying. Like, I'm not gonna do all that. Let me see here. Let me go back to my notes. So then Quad and King, they discussed Dr. G filing an incident report about how King attempted to attack him. And Quad says that she feels like it's bogus, it's frivolous, and the only reason why Greg is even doing that is because of the fact that they are trying to keep King from coming around the group. In many words, trying to keep King from filming. You know what I mean? That's what that whole ploy was, to keep them from filming on the show. And Quad says that at this point, I don't really want to be around them at this point. So King was like, I think it sucks for Toya because she wants everybody to be at this party. And it's just like, it is what it is. Like she wants us all to come, but we all can't be in the same room together because of these charges. So what can she do? So then we get into the party. I guess they was reading this thing that Sweet Tea wrote, and they was saying how Heavily got a whole lot to say about everybody else's life and relationship, but when it come down to her, she get quiet. I agree. I've been saying that from the very beginning. They say that everybody's obsessing over Quad and her ex-husband, and Toya said, ain't nobody obsessing over Quad and her ex-husband. Ain't nobody obsessing over that. So then Sweet Tea also said that she feel like she's being bullied and being a casualty of war and all this other shit. And so Simone says that she just feel like her friend T doesn't want to own her shit. But what exactly does she need? What shit does Sweet Tea really need to own? What exactly has she done that was so bad in this group that she needs to take accountability for? I just need for someone to tell me. What did she do so bad that we need for her to take ownership for it? What did she do that was so bad? I'm still wondering. Let's see. The people say she's physically aggressive. I keep hearing people say she fights, but they all do. That's what I mean, shit. Then shit, Toya was the first one to throw hands. So what we talking about? Heavily then got up in Mariah face like she want to fight, all this other stuff. So I know y'all not scared of Sweet Tea. Shit, contestant and ran up on Dr. Heavily. So my thing is this. If that's the case, then why y'all not holding them accountable for doing the shit that they do? And on top of that, if she's physically abused, well, not abusive, if she's aggressive physically, then why won't they show that shit then? Why won't they show it? Because we need to see it. Because otherwise, if that's what you're saying, then we need to see what's going on. Let me see. Sweet Tea did say in her live that she has pushed people, but it was when people ran up on her. They've been giving her a good edit because she for sure ran up on King. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where we at here? So Dr. G says that he needs to take his own responsibility for the part that he plays in this whole situation. And then he says that he's willing to have a talk with King. Quiet and Heavily is on the way, so they ask Sweet Tea to go. Contestant thinks that it's unfair that Sweet Tea and G have to go. May as well let them stay. But Dr. G and Sweet Tea decide to take a break from the group. Right? Right. So then Quiet and Heavenly arrives. Curtis says that Dr. G is willing to have a conversation. Simone tells Quiet that Dr. G is willing to coexist, but Quiet says, I'm not interested. And to be honest, can we honestly be mad at Quiet for saying that she's not interested for not wanting to be around him? I literally just told somebody the other day that I'm not interested in being around a certain somebody that lives in this area, that lives in Atlanta. And I said, I'm not interested in being around them. I'm not interested in talking to them. I'm not interested in being in their space. I'm not interested. So don't have them around me. If they be around me, that's fine, but keep their ass over there. I don't want to talk. I don't want to bury no hatchet. I don't want to be cool. Like, I'm not interested. And honestly, I'm not mad at nobody for putting their foot down and saying that they're not interested. Like, I no longer fuck with my cousin, and I removed myself out the cousins group. And I mean every word that I said. I'm not interested. So it is what it is. Why would she want to hug up on his neck and plan a baby shower? Quad makes contradictory statements. Child. Let's see. Let's see. King said he never had an issue personally. It was more about the disrespect towards Quad. But he's open to have a conversation with Dr. G. Toya feels like Quad is asking them to choose, but Quad disagrees. Um, Toya says that King has made mistakes too, but Quad is trying to figure out what mistakes that King make. Quad said that she doesn't need to be monitored when her ex is around. She doesn't want to have to deal with that. And they said, well, at this point, we're back into a fractured group. That's where we're at. We're back to a fractured group and all that. And that was the end of the episode. Just like I said, this could have been a pre-recorded video. This episode wasn't good. It wasn't. But since some of y'all asked me for the link, I just dropped it for y'all. Y'all can be up here to talk for 20 minutes. Because that's all I want to give this damn live is 20 minutes. So the link has been dropped. So if anybody got anything that they want to say about this episode, there go the link right there. And when you come up here, please allow everybody to speak. Do not cut everybody off. Let everybody speak. All right.
I came up here specifically to cut you off.
Girl, if you got something to say, go ahead and say it. Don't come up here
I don't like
bothering
your
me.
energy today. Why you always gotta do married to medical like this?
Because they're
I'm about
whack.
to go.
That's
I'm about to
why.
go. I Heavenly Live right now being messy on YouTube, and I left Bundy's live, and
Yes.
I am skipping Heavenly's live to come over here spend time with you. As soon as I get through the door, I'm finna end this. I'm finna go. I'm finna go.
Listen, listen. If I
Like
say
we
I felt
ain't
the same
shit.
way.
I
I
just
was
want the
like,
people that was in here on time. Like we ain't shit for you to stay up here on live for us.
wait, hold up, Spices. I was about to say the same thing because I was like, wait a minute. As soon as I get up in here, I'm like, oh, hold on. Let me spill some tea to him real quick. Now he want to go. Nah. Don't be trying to go on us.
So y'all
We
did not want to come up here for the show. Y'all came up here to say something to
You
me.
are the
So
show.
No, I'm coming up here for the show. I'm coming up here for the show because I
and
got some things to
JB, you shut the hell up in the comments. That's what you do. You
I
shut
mean,
up.
as soon as I came in, I'm like, excuse me.
say.
What you
I
When
gotta
said,
we
wait.
finna
say?
end it?
What you
You
gotta
just
say?
got here.
What you gotta say,
I guess
baby?
you got to be a housewife to get some love on this channel.
Oh
Oh,
no, what?
Now
you
you
know
gonna
what,
lie about these
Spicy?
boring shows all day, every day, but when it come to married to medical, I ain't finna do it. I'm finna just do a premiere. I'm finna go. It's only
Well,
20
maybe if
people in
Married to
here.
Medical would be worth a damn, then I would do it live.
As this Real House of Atlanta is worth a damn this season, quite frankly, if we being real.
He reviews Love and Hip Hop. Please leave me alone.
And Scotty, I
Listen,
And
don't
God knows he
appreciate
was
you just
shoving
skipping
Toya and
right
Reggie
past.
down our throat.
I don't appreciate you, Scotty, skipping past Eugene and that dumbass comment talking about some why the folks is why black people didn't have no money during the
Oh,
Victorian
honestly,
era
I totally
when it was
forgot.
the
I, I,
Moors who taught
I
them
totally
folks
Child.
forgot
how to
about
use the
that.
bathroom. What are we
Nor did
talking
he know
about,
about
Eugene?
Queen. Nor did he know about Queen Charlotte. I guess when he excelled in math and science, he failed in history. Because it's always been known that lady was clearly of mixed race. That's why she about the only one that don't look ill formed. Because she ain't one of the cousins that they married.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take it back, like Dr. Help me say. Scotty, Sweet Tea is not my favorite. She has never been my favorite person.
And ain't.
Now, but what I will say is this: after Set Me Free, I want to be free. I feel bad for her because she literally sat there and filmed and watched this man, her husband, literally want to be set free from a marriage that was gone 6 years ago, 5 6 years ago, and now you just now want to be set free after you seen her with another man. Sweet Tea is not wrapped too tight. She not, but I do feel bad for her now. I feel bad for her now because there ain't no way that this lady is. I would rather have her back on the show if she could come without her husband.
Mm-mm.
She's the one that needs to be set free. Sweet Tea needs to be set free from Dr. G.
Mm.
I mean, she the one went in his inbox though.
She went in his DMs.
He
She
ain't
did.
pursued her.
She
She
went in his
pursued
No,
DMs
him.
she
after he
did.
sat on
She
national
did.
TV and sat there and let Quad tell the truth that he done ripped the TV off the wall, drug her down the
Yeah.
hallway, did all this other
Down the
stuff, broke her,
stairs. Down the
dang near
Battered her
stairs.
broke her
car.
knee, and all this other stuff. And then she still slipped up in his DMs and agreed to marry this man.
Said, I got
I
what
don't
you
feel
want.
sorry for Sweet Tea. I
But
feel
but
sorry
let me
that
tell
she's
you why.
going through that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is the only time I say. Let me tell you why I started to feel sorry for Sweet Tea at like 2-3 episodes ago. And also, I know this is off topic, but with Kelly too, when she talked about her hiding in the closet, I've actually literally slept in the closet waiting on people to come and change my locks because I was in an abusive relationship. It does not have to be verbal physical abuse, but verbal abuse can break you down too. And I feel like the way that he set up on this screen and talked to that lady, she thought that she was going to get a better and a different Dr. G. She did not. She literally got the same man that Quad had, just a more grown up version of it. And that's the only reason why she was young. She was thinking that she was going to get something that she didn't get.
Who
And
told her that?
that's why I'm like, I just feel a little bit bad for people that go through things like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
do.
I
Imp,
And
don't
I
that's
damn near
necessarily.
unsubscribed from Scotty today. You wouldn't believe it.
Really? Because
Yeah,
no,
about that
you
live earlier.
didn't.
About that live
girl,
earlier, yeah. Yeah.
No,
I
no.
didn't open up my line to be roasted today. You could have
I,
saved that
I'm
another
telling you my
time.
life experience.
You could have saved that roast for somebody else that
Let,
deserves
let
it.
me just say this since you so sensitive today. I
Oh,
feel
now I'm
like this
sensitive.
past
Oh,
week,
okay.
I feel
Now
I'm
I'm
like this
sorry.
past
sensitive.
week, y'all have gotten way too many examples. Y'all gonna learn about crossing state lines for some mess and some bull. Y'all keep crossing these state lines, and when you get where you going, you gonna get exactly what you was looking for. I don't know why she flew from Texas to Georgia to end up in this relationship. Y'all beware, especially if they serving potatoes. Beware.
Oh my God.
Not from Texas to
Y'all
Georgia,
can
from
get DX
Texas to
from your
DC
own
to Georgia.
hometowns in your own home state. Y'all better stop crossing state lines for some foolishness.
Not potatoes with country crop. Anyway, I just want to say I really appreciate you, Scotty, for allowing us to get on here and talk all this foolishness about this show. Because yes, it is boring, but I tell you what, they doing a little bit more than the girls over there at Housewives of Atlanta. These past 2 episodes, I've been very bored, but that's not what we're here to talk about. This
You gotta have
episode
a
was
push
just
nose to get some
very,
love from Scotty.
very. It was just weird. Yeah, I understand you, wanting to feel some type of way for Sweet Tea. I don't not like Sweet Tea. I just see stuff for what it is. Like it's different for this situation for her to happen if it was off camera. But this is on national television. You've seen this, everybody else has seen this, and you still decided to go through the same mess for what? Some likes, some comments, some clicks and views, or for a new makeup artist to make you look like Toya. I don't get it. I don't understand why she decided to write that note and then pass it, and she was only going to be at this party for an hour, and everybody reading this stuff. Like it was just so weird. But I mean, I guess, and what I really don't understand is all the hate for Quad. Quad is very emotional, over the top, extra extravagant. We get it. I don't like Quad sometimes her personality, but that doesn't negate the fact that she has been pushed to the edge, to the brink every season, it seems like,
Just
since
the
the
first
beginning.
season.
And it's like, okay, we get it. She shouldn't, at some point, we got to stand up and be like, okay, Quad, you got to stand on your own word. Because when she said this last episode, hey, when she said to Toya, well, lose me, in my brain, I'm like, okay, please stand on that word. If there's nothing else to do, stand on that. If they're not gonna give you what you want, stop coming around that show. That check ain't it can't be that good. It can't be that good to go through all this every year. But that's all I had to say.
Well, before you do go, I just want to know what y'all think about this comment right here. And it says, I like Married to Medicine, but if we're real, this show would be better if Quad was off the show. They could actually move forward and focus on new doctors. Even if T isn't on the show, Quad needs to go.
I
Thoughts?
got a
Nope.
response.
Nope.
I got a
No.
response to that.
Okay.
Um, everybody, I like Quad. I've always liked Quad. Quad has always been one of my favorite
Same
TV
here.
shows at the very beginning. Quad, it's time to go. And as a cancer, I understand wanting to leave on your own terms. You ain't about to ice me off, but it's time to go. Create something separate for yourself. Do something different. I'm gonna tell you why. Candace was always the problem, no matter what. She left, and then guess what happened? Tammy was always the problem on basketball wise. She left, and guess what happened? And we are seeing the people fall out over
Oh, the glow
potatoes.
up.
YouTube and the show is in disruption after Mel leaves. Married the man, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm just saying, sometimes when you leave, you can finally prove that it wasn't you the whole time. It was always something else. I truly stand firm in the fact that Simone is the person holding the group back.
Oh my
Simone is the
goodness.
one still mad, bringing up
I
Sister
totally
Circle
agree.
all these years later. Simone is the
I'm
reason
tired of
why
her
Mariah
yelling.
is off the show. Simone is the reason why they're trying to get Quad off the show. She is the one. It is really her. Everybody's blaming Quad. Everybody's blaming heavily. Sometimes people even blame Jackie. It is really Simone. Quad, it's time to go, if for no other reason than to prove it was never you the whole time.
But here's the thing too, Feisty, at the end of the day, she did when they did like kick her off, quote unquote kick her off last season, we could see like that there wasn't really anything happening with anybody else. And that's why they knew that they had to have Quad back. I I love Quad. I love Heavenly. I do. I really, really do. However, I want Quad. I think that this show needs Sweet Tea, Quad, and Heavenly. And the reason why, Scotty, is crazy. I just got your notification. Sorry, it just
That is
popped up.
so crazy.
I literally just got it. But sorry. Sweet Tea, Quad, and Heavenly, I feel like are all needed for the show. I just think that her husband is the problem. Her husband's the problem. And I'm not a Sweet Tea stan at all. But I think that if she just get him out of the way, maybe she'll be better. I don't know. But I advocate for Quiet all the
Well,
time.
can I please say, if I advocate for Quad too, but at the same time, I agree wholeheartedly with Feisty. Quad, it's time
Mm,
for you to stand on your word. If they're not giving you what you need to get your butt on it. Take King and go find y'all somewhere else because you have what you need to be a TV personality. What is going to
mm.
happen when Quad leaves this show? We done already had 4 or 5 doctors that came and left. We had a whole doctor show in a whole nother state that didn't do nothing. It doesn't
And
make
That's
Quad
true.
ain't
sense.
even the reason why the doctors keep leaving.
And
It's
Simone,
everybody else
She not.
interacting with them.
these doctors are what really saddens me about this show is that it has really depreciated the value of the image of black doctors. These women have single-handedly made it so to where it's like you don't really want to take some of these doctors seriously. You got Jackie meeting with Kamala Harris on one hand, on the other hand, she's telling the pregnant women y'all got to go to work because you're lazy.
Yeah.
You got Heavenly. She claims she do teeth. The teeth look amazing, but everything else is what Heavenly's doing. She got 5011 jobs. You got Simone sitting around here. We ain't even been to Simone office this whole season. All we know is that she got 3 grown adult babies that she got to take care of for the rest of her life. Got 2 boys, 2 grown men who let a camera crew come into their condominium
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And then
with
told us
condom
to
and
stink.
so a nasty how you let somebody come into your house with some cameras and you
Mhm.
ain't washed a dish, you ain't picked up a piece of a clothing. Who in the what in
And
baby?
then
Let
told
me
us
tell
that
you
I
something,
cannot
baby.
Simone said it's stinking there.
throw
But
them
let me
all away.
exactly,
Just
and let me
put
tell
them
you
in the
something,
garbage,
baby. I have
please.
4 boys, 4 boys, 22, 19, 17, and 15 years old, right? My 15-year-old knows how to cook. These boys don't even know how to cook for this. My 15-year-old know how to cook. I don't have to go behind him in his own bathroom and tell him like clean up his bathroom. Half the time his bathroom be cleaner than mine. His room. I don't have to tell him to do none of that. And they are literally paying like $2,000 per month for them to live in a place, and they don't even take care of it.
And they're
Scotty,
adults and they're not even making
yes,
a $1,200. She broke it down. I'm like, neither one of them is making enough money to pay them for this. What is nasty house? I don't.
Between the two of
I
them
just I
together, they
don't get
should
it.
be able to put their money together.
Twelve hundred
They
dollars a month
working.
for each. Yeah, they can do that. They can. I'm pretty
Scotty,
sure they can.
Hmm.
you and your brother. Did your mama have to go behind you and your brother to like at
You can
their
look in the
age?
background and see
The
Scotty
age
Clean. Look at it.
but no, that's what I'm saying. At the age that
Look at the material.
no. I'm saying, but at the age that they were, at the age that Simone boys are, did your mama have to go behind out and say, "Oh well, I'm coming up in here to clean up y'all house because they got flies and it smells. They got liquor, not the
No.
liquor, all nice
Nah,
stuff lined
I'm
up
gonna tell
on
you
their
because I
counter."
know. Let me tell you because I know, baby. I be in the streets. Listen, the people always talking about how good Scotty smell when they meet him, and baby, they be
Mhm.
tussling over him. So trust me, Scotty ain't got them type of problems.
I ain't
Yeah,
never
but
seen
that's
a
why I'm saying
DVD in a
I'm
place in
asking
the
that
background of
question.
Scotty.
But I'm just asking that question because, like I said, I have boys, and a lot of the time they say men don't clean behind themselves. My son, when I tell you, my son can go up in there and cook a full meal, and I'm not talking about nothing that you put in the air fryer, nothing that you put in the microwave. Like he can go up in there at 15 years old right now and cook a full meal, and it be a good meal and clean up. He can do that right now. So I don't understand these. This lady got money and I do believe what Cecil said. Like Simone Mama probably was sending her care packages at 35, 40 years old because
But
not only is Cecil enabling them, Simone is too low key and she just put it on for the show, in my opinion.
yeah,
But that's the exact reason why nobody should be arguing back and forth with Simone. Simone has the nut. If that is all you were able to bring as your storyline on this show, telling us that your sons are slobs
you
and
done
that
I
you
would
killed the
never
wasting
do
money
it.
on a
storyline.
condo for them to
My
mess up,
God, today.
I wouldn't argue with Simone about nothing. I wouldn't say more than hello to Simone. You ain't about to get no storyline off me going back and forth. I just look at her blankly.
Can I
No,
say that,
because
Miss
I'm gonna tell you
Andrea?
right now, I'm a petty Pisces, and I would read Simone and her children. You know why? Because they're adults. They're not they're not under 18. So I would literally be like, if I was Quad, and you want to keep coming with me with the same thing every season at every reunion, talking about you don't uh connect with us, you don't do this. I'll be like, okay, well, tell your little dirty ass kids, excuse
Not
me,
dirty.
that they need to do something different then. Like for real, I will read her for filth because you not about to come at me. You not.
Can I say,
Well,
I will say that you have, just listening to you and the way that you speak about your children, I can tell for a fact that your kids, even if they were a little junky, I'm
they
sure that you
babies.
have instilled enough shame in them so where they wouldn't let a whole camera crew
Camera
come into
crew.
y'all house without them even
Facts.
attempting to pick up. These Negroes were sitting
Facts.
down laughing and giggling and wouldn't even open the door for their mama. Like, who does that? If I was
Right.
Simone, I would have rolled up in there with one of them old boot camp dudes from Sally Jesse Raphael or Jenny
Not
Jones and just
solid.
pull everybody out the house. Just pull them all out the house, send them to boot camp, and go on back my way because I got a whole condominium that y'all invested up, and I could be making money off of this. It's time. Times are hard. We ain't got time for that. Uh-uh.
I this well, I say this right because I'm a drop down. Um, I think Simone is the real division on this show.
I
I think
agree.
she's the one holding the group back. Erica Dinero was on Twitter a couple of days ago, and she was saying how, like, in terms of Married to Medicine, the structure of the show is solid, and I agree. They have a girls trip, a couples trip. They have their medical mission, Med Gala, and they have one extravagant Toya party. And I think that's a pretty solid base to continue to do every season. It's consistent. What is redundant and unnecessary is them continuously arguing over and over and over again about old stale drama. They are literally taking old mess. There's no resolution. And even every time that we are told that there's some type of resolution, we've literally seen them rehash things over and over again and apologize and be held accountable for stuff over and over again. Like Quad has been held accountable for how she behaved when she had Sister Circle like 4 or 5 different times on this show.
I'm so sick of
How
that
many
sister
times can we keep
circle
talking about it? Sister
drama.
Circle been off longer than it was on TV. I just
Right.
think at this point, well, to be clear, y'all know I don't care for Letitia. I want her off the show, and not because of me liking Quad. I don't want
Hmm.
to see a woman get abused on TV. Greg is abusive.
Exactly.
Greg is abusive. Everything that happened in that scene between the two of them, separate from everybody else, I don't find it entertaining. I watch these shows for entertainment. That's not entertaining to me. How he speaks to her, how he engages with her. I want him off my TV. I want the Luncifers gone for that reason, not because of Quad. But I want Quad to go too. And I like Quad. And I root for Quad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Quad should have gotten iced off this show, nor do I think that they should determine whether or not she's on the show. I think she should leave on her own. It's time for you to create something for yourself. Quad is smart and she's talented. Quad should be acting. Quad should be doing red carpets correspondence. She should be talking about these fashion shows. She should have a podcast. She should be trying to get another talk show.
Because
It's a
remember when
million
she was
different
on when
opportunities
she
for somebody who is as charismatic as she is. You don't have to just do Married to Medicine. Develop your own reality show.
but
Quad
remember
likes
when
traveling.
she
Develop a traveling show. Create a
Feisty, remember
cooking
when
show. Do
she
something.
guest hosted on TGIF? She did a good job at that. Quad's good at that, but this is what I do want to say, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I know Scotty he don't even like this damn show like that. He like whatever. I feel you. But what I will say is with Letitia and Gregory going to Toya's party, uh they literally was there for cocktail hour only. They probably all the money that they probably spent on the costumes and all of that, it took them longer to get there than they stayed there. I wouldn't even went. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have showed up. You not about to play me and then tell me I got to be rushed out and within an hour and then leave. Like, no. So I wouldn't have never even went. But I do agree. I think that Choir is capable of doing different things outside of Merit to Medicine. I wouldn't be mad to see her on Raw. I wouldn't. If you look at Quad's Instagram,
She's
Quad
already in
is
a friend
really,
group.
she's already in the friend group. Like somebody just said, I think it was Shamia's birthday or somebody's birthday, and
Yeah, she's friends with Mia.
they all had like a slumber party. Candy was there. Portia was there. All the girls was there. So Quad would fit in that group. So I wouldn't be mad if she went over there and played with those girls. You know?
Well, the thing about it too, when it comes to Mariah, y'all, and I promise y'all, I always like Mariah. I feel cheated because Quad and Mariah's banter that first season. I would have wanted to see more of that, and we didn't get to see them two being best friends and having that banter between the two of them for a long period of time. We
Hmm.
only got one season of that, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like I said, I feel cheated. I wish their friendship could have held on longer. I don't want to see Mariah come back. I'm gonna tell you why. All it's gonna do is just make her the target. The issue is not Mariah not being on the show. The power
It's not.
dynamic on this show, those doctors are gonna stick together, and they don't like Quad and they don't like Mariah. They were able to successfully get Mariah off. Quad is just a little engine that could refusing to leave. Truth be told, if Mariah came back, nothing would change. Would she be able to argue and stand up to them? Yes, but they're still going to figure out ways to ice her back off. It's not going to be
They're
a
not
long
gonna
period of
allow
time.
her in certain. They're not
The
gonna allow
same
her in
treatment
certain
y'all see Sweet
venture.
Tea
Yeah.
getting, the same treatment Quad is getting, and everybody else that y'all are complaining about. It's just going to be Mariah again. It had already been Mariah in the past. Now, what would shift the power dynamic on this show? Just like on Potomac, if Monique and Candace became friends again and came back on the show together,
Ooh.
Giselle's head would spin around like the Exorcist. If Mariah and Quad
Hmm.
got it together off camera and came back on the show as friends for a new season, oh, Simone would probably melt like in the Wiz.
Yeah. Scotty, do you think that T and G should come back?
No.
Do you think it'll be healthy for their marriage?
The
I mean,
marriage
it's
is
I,
gonna
already an
fail. Let's
unhealthy
not use that
marriage.
word when describing that marriage. Let's not use that.
No, that's why I just said it's already an unhealthy marriage. Do you think that it'll be beneficial for them to come back to the show?
no, and I like Sweet Tea. Contrary
Yeah.
to y'all, I like
No,
Sweet
I
Tea.
know.
I personally don't know if the show is the right thing for her orgy. They're ostracized. No one wants them around, and it's like, what's the point? So we're gonna watch another season of everybody icing them out, or everybody
Hmm.
feeling like they can't have all four of them in the same room. Is That's gonna be too much? Because when shows get to be like that, it's
Hmm.
not good anymore. Once
Right.
they do that, like it's just like with Basketball Wives, like when everybody came together and said,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm not gonna feel with Brandy anymore,
Right.
so we're not gonna invite her anywhere anymore." It became garbage when they started doing it, or when they started saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna film with OG anymore. Oh, we're gonna get five of us together. We're not gonna film with OG anymore," and the show was whack after that. So once
Yeah.
they get to not wanting to film with one another and stuff like you can even say, and I know that this is not in the same
Even Potomac.
caliber. Yeah, even with Potomac. So, and I know I'm going to bring up this show, and I know it's not in the same caliber as any of these shows, but if you ever watched Chasing Atlanta and you looked at the last season and you saw how it became slow towards the middle, it's because
Mhm.
certain people did not want to film with other people.
See, I never really watched Chasing like that. I just really
No,
watch y'all reviews. I watch the Chasing panel. So,
yeah.
and I see clips. You know what I'm saying? I got into Chasing a little bit, but I just seen the clips. But I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah, they like
And it's-
some people didn't want to show up to certain shit. Like I would actually be over there when they film it. Well, this person didn't want to show up, so we got to film whatever we got. Like once it gets to that point where people don't want to shoot with other people, that's when the
Cancel the
show.
show.
Yeah, that's when it becomes bad. When people
so
just
you think
start.
they're gonna be on pause, put on pause, like they
There
did
is. Now,
with
I was
with
gonna do a
Potomac?
video. I was gonna do a video after the panel tonight and put it out tomorrow. There is rumors out there. I just seen it early today. It is a rumor that stated that after the reunion is over, Married to Medicine is going on pause. I did read that on one of those Instagram
It
blogs.
needs a shakeup. And I said those power dynamics need to be shifted. But the issue is that people think the people who Heavenly got no power. Heavenly got mouth. But Heavenly got no real power on this show. Heavenly creates a
Right.
bunch of stuff, but she's not the person pulling the strings. It's Simone. And with Simone and Toya, like, come on, y'all. Do y'all think it's a coincidence that Simone said something about Portia? Portia responds, and
And
now
then Toya said something.
Toya is talking about the girls from Atlanta. Simone and Toya have a solid alliance. They don't stray against each other. And with that, all
But
they
I
gotta
don't
do
like that.
is get Jackie on their side because Jackie and Heavenly have a solid alliance. If you
But
get
I don't
Jackie,
like
you
that the fact
automatically
that
get Heavenly. That's how that works on the show. They need a
but
shift.
but I don't like that the two black shows. When I say black shows, I'm not talking about Potomac. I'm excluding them for a little bit for just a second, because the dynamic between Roa and M2M is that they do have the darker skinned women on those shows, right? And that those two shows are really going against each other. I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. I don't like that. I wish that Simone just closed her mouth, and you're talking about Portia, and I do not
I
like
blame Facebook.
Portia. I don't like Portia. I don't like Portia. I don't like Portia. Portia wants to be Shamia so bad. She thought that she could be Shamia by getting with a scammer, and taking somebody's scammer
Potato.
husband. And guess what happened when she took somebody's scammer
And don't be
husband?
getting no chitlin gravy on them potatoes either.
Ooh, that looked good. But she thought that she was gonna take somebody African husband, and guess who took her African husband? Ice. She got her African husband taken away from her. So I don't. Nope. I don't
Girl,
like it. I'm not liking none of it. But I know that we've been on here for 48
yeah,
minutes, and I knew
I
if
sit
you wouldn't
down.
have had us on here, the live would have been 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna
It would
do
have been
like the
10
other
minutes
people
if
do.
we wasn't.
Moving forward, I'm gonna do like the other people do. I'm gonna start just demanding the link because that's what y'all like to respond
It
to.
ain't
You
no
and Terrence.
y'all. First of all,
It was only
Just
because
come in and say
Scotty didn't
drop the
have much
link
to
and they
give for
just
this
put the
this
link down.
episode.
Feisty would be okay. Thank y'all for coming up though. I'm finna get off of here and order my baked potato from
A regular
Wendy's.
baked potato, just a little garlic butter, a little chive, a little maybe a little bacon.
And
Don't
Y'all
make
make
don't
sure
get
it
don't get too
comes
crazy with that
before
potato now.
and make sure it comes before
Don't
this
put
panel
no ham
start.
hocks and no dressing on that potato.
Please get down.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave. Since I
y'all,
gotta
but
talk
look,
to you.
y'all make sure in the chat to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hopefully the notifications come in early like they supposed to. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We love you, Scotty. Thank you for letting us come up.
Thank you so much. Let me tell y'all, Feisty is a mess. Okay, see, and then she want to get up in the comments and say she is unappreciated here. She know exactly what she be doing. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the 3 people that came up here to drag me about my live. And shout out to my fellow friend and YouTuber JB Says Will for being a hater. Because he loves to come over here and hate on me, child. But just to know that he got lives coming up too. So I would definitely be in the comments hating on him next. But y'all, I'm out of here. Make sure you guys tune in to Giving You the Real Tea tonight, because we'll be doing the panel over there. And I will see you guys then. Bye, y'all.